In the greenhouse game, each week begins with 3 players entering the greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now, or save your power for later? Do you rescue a valuable ally, or do you hang on to your seeds? In this underhanded game of survival, can you successfully put your trust in someone else? 16 enter, 1 will leave. This is The Greenhouse Season 6. Alright, and we are going to jump right into the next nomination ceremony as fucking promised. Emily, you have the poison ivy, so you are definitely safe this round unless there is a fly trap. So Emily, you name the first nominee. Who will that be?
Alright, so the first nominee, again, it's nothing personal, it's just simply a game. I love you all. I'm going to be putting Thomas up first.
Thomas. Papa Squat.
Or do I just give to you?
Drag
You next.
Papa Squat. Thomas, you get to drag one person down to the blockers.
I was hoping it would be Matt.
Oh.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go Zakai.
Zakai. Papa Squat. God damn. Zakai, you also get to drag somebody down to the block. Who will that be?
I think I will drag Elise.
Elise, hit the block. Alright, Elise, this is where it starts to get interesting. You can choose whether or not to keep dragging. What's your decision?
I'm going to stop.
Period. Which means our 3 nominees for the week are Thomas, Zakai, and Elise.
Hello, welcome to the last auction of the evening. New price, 12 for the fly trap. Everything else remains the same. Good luck.
Thank you for the update.
I think that I've learned one thing this season. Is you cannot trust what people are saying even 5 minutes before the vote. So I'm hoping to uproot myself. So I'm not in that sitch. Because you never know.
Would you like to expand on that thought?
I mean, I'm like, I would immediately think that it wouldn't be me, right? But like, things have been shifting so fast. So, like, I think I would have the numbers even if I decided to stay. So it could be a question of later on, I'm like, fuck, my seeds, like, are no longer here. But for now.
Did something recently happen that made you think this?
No, it's just like, we were all voting Zakai till like 5 minutes before that. So, and also, I knew it was pretty much going to go up this week no matter what, so. I am going to go 3.
Okay.
We're at 3.
Elise has bid 3 seeds on Uproot. We have a bid on Uproot.
I knew you asked me where that came from.
Yeah.
So I went in there thinking that the conversation was done about everything. I was ready to vote for Zakai to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and state, and Elise knows this, my first instinct when they were put together was that Matt is just obviously a bigger target and not somebody that I wanted to take to the end, personally. At least that's my view.
Mm-hmm.
I could see why people would think otherwise about Zakai, but Zakai at least has in mind to, like, protect me.
Right.
She doesn't question me
Elise
whenever it
bid
comes to
3
like,
on Uproot.
my decision. Who?
Elise.
Thank you.
That's
So I just want to clarify that to begin with. I went ahead and gave up on that, but whenever we were all done with conversations, just before we came in, I was pulled into this farther room with 3 others, with Zakai, Emily, and Taylor. and I was informed. First, they questioned me about the vote, in which I told them the truth that I voted for Blythe. And then once Emily knew that I didn't vote for her, they let me know that they did have the votes to keep Zakai.
Okay.
And they told me that they had enough banked votes and that was what was going to happen. And that
Okay.
it was in my favor to do the same thing because I saw the opportunity to take Matt out
Mhm.
before it was like in a place because I didn't know what was going to happen in this. So I at least wanted the chance to get him out then.
Yeah.
So I took that opportunity. I tried to immediately come out here with you two and let you know before the vote started, but you guys were doing your thing and wrapping up, so I just kind of left it
Right.
and y'all went back inside.
Yeah.
So that's just my
On my side, I would be like, okay, if this is the update before voting, then I'll be fine. But then I asked Emily like the last second, like, okay, so are we still with C? And she's like, no, actually it changed to mine. And I'm like, what? And
Yeah.
then everyone was like, okay.
No, I can imagine, especially
So,
whenever we're being
yeah,
yelled at to not tell you about anything. But I just wanted you to understand that I wasn't trying to like withhold or keep you out of anything with that, with my knowledge of it.
Yeah.
It was literally just like the pace of the game.
Yeah. No,
And-
that's fine.
I had every intention to, but it just didn't get to happen.
I don't have any. I don't want to keep either of them. So whoever leaves is fine. I just feel like I was
I don't
not
either.
in the know. So
I just knew that I just was pinging
yeah.
what I wanted first personally, and I saw the opportunity.
Right. Yeah, I don't trust you. Every single round, he comes up with like a very like detailed explanation as to why he's doing things, and it's just rubbing me the wrong way. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna trust what he's saying. I'm just gonna keep playing my own game. And for some reason, I feel like there's some type of rapport that he feels to do with me, and I'm just gonna take advantage of that until I'm also not like, oh yeah, and what else do you know? So I'm just trying to be like friendly and all that stuff, but yeah, I don't. You're a good player, but I feel like you also could be like trying to go for me at some point, and I'll do the same for you. I'm actually on it. So
Like, I'm curious what happened to change the vote last round. I'm not like.
I'm surprised more people were on that
I
than
told
were.
you. I said
You said that he
I
was.
said something just happened. Something just shifted. I don't know what had just happened.
And so people were switching to Matt again.
Did people just suddenly be like? Did people just suddenly be like, yeah, well, let's do that?
Well, what happened is Zakai came in here with me, Taylor, who I was surprised was that close with Zakai, and Thomas, and they said, Emily, if you vote with us, we use our bank votes, we have the numbers.
Who was
Did we
it?
see any bank votes up there?
I didn't see
It was 7-1.
There's bank votes used, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
There.
How insane would it be to just go ahead and nix everything, put all of our seats together, and Venus flytrap her?
Who?
Zakai.
Why would we Venus flytrap when we can vote out?
We can vote out?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just because that's my anxiety
Yeah.
being like, I
We
want to,
shouldn't use this
Yeah.
power.
I want you. Well, no, it's because I want you to have the uproot instead of me like going and trying to campaign against you. And-
the exact perfect person to be on the block.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I thought that I was, but I just didn't want. I'm just still always nervous.
I think-
Like, I was
The only reason I bring it up is because I don't want to fuck myself.
Yeah.
So I think just the only reason I bring it up
I
is because
think-
it gives me guaranteed security immediately that like
I think
I'm safe.
I got that round just because like it was up against Matt. And, like,
Yeah.
people were like, Matt keeps staying. We cannot let this.
Yeah, that was
Wait, when did that happen, by the way?
very last minute. I tried to come tell you and Oscar outside, but you guys were finishing up.
Oh, okay.
But it was the pace of the game.
I was like,
It was the pace of the game. No intention of like leaving you out. It was just like there was an
no,
opportunity.
no,
that
I
arose.
understand. I
So it
wasn't
was like-
voting anyway, so.
No, right. Well, I mean, I still wanted you in the loop.
I
Yeah, no, that was a little bit like, whoa.
But I will say that, like, seeing my seeds diminish at this point is not great. But I really think I need to. Just the way the game is going.
Yeah, I mean, like
The security is.
it's dangerous to stay on the block at this point because like shit changes at the drop of a hat.
changes. Yeah, because like someone can get like.
On the couch, in the line,
Yeah.
during
Yeah,
the
it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you're in line and then someone's like, "Brr." And you're like, what? And they're like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like literally what just happened.
we're playing now. We're no longer. I that's what you can feel. I can feel like.
Yeah.
And like, what was
in
the shift?
game.
What was it like?
Yeah, who
Who-
said what to? Yeah.
Do you think Sakai talked to Taylor and shifted her?
Yeah. So Zakai for last round. So Thomas pulled me aside the last minute because he wanted to clear up that he didn't vote for me. I still don't know if it was Thomas or Matt or someone throwing.
I
a
think
vote.
it was Matt.
Yeah, it's one of them. And then and then Taylor came in and Zakai was like, "No, wait, let me quickly talk to you guys too." And Zakai had Taylor on like bench, ready to use her bank vote for her. So they'd already like agreed on that. And so then the question was, Thomas could use his bank vote.
When did they get close? I assume you
Yeah.
Same. That's for me too. I was like, wait, when did this happen? And they pitched it that if the four of us voted with Zakai in the block, that we'd have 5 votes with the banks, and that would be
I
enough.
think in that, like, I'm not saying it's a group at all, but I think Thomas is connected to Zakai, who is connected to Taylor. I don't think Taylor and Thomas are connected. I could be wrong. I think it's
I
been
think so.
looped by Zakai.
I feel like the end might be nigh, but we have hope still. I am gonna try and rally seeds, even though people are kind of holding them tight. I'm gonna try and outbid for Uproot. But right now, my allies are kind of trying to slip through the cracks, which is not good for me. I can't trust none of these hoes. Like, it's very shady. It's very bad. Like, why are they trying to get the hottest bitch out? It's hard being sexy.
Congrats on making it another day.
Thank you, but at what cost?
Girl. Like,
I kind of trusted Thomas. I was like, please do not put me in danger.
Yeah.
Thomas was like, I'm gonna drag you. Literally went, oop. I'm sitting here. Stop!
and not Oscar yelling out in front of everybody.
Right! I was like, Josh, friend, Josh.
Stick with the original plan.
Right. Hello?
So are you trying to blow up my game?
I guess so.
Are you trying to blow
What's
up my
that
game?
plan? To get his ass out. That is the original plan. Hello?
I'm like, that's what I was doing originally.
Right. And I was like, you know what? I want to talk to you. But like, we were running out of time. I was like, hold on.
Hold on a
I can
minute.
get numbers.
Yeah.
And I got numbers.
You did.
I only literally had 3. I had 3. I had
3 votes.
Yeah, on that. And that was majority. That's all I needed. I found 3, but then I was like, I have a bank vote. So we have 4.
Oh. Okay.
But then someone else was also like, oh, Oscar was like, I have bank votes.
Mhm.
Okay, Josh!
Oscar, what are you doing? Right, people.
Right. The only thing is, I fear because Elise and Josh are getting, like,
Yes,
not
they
Josh.
are.
Elise and Oscar are getting like this.
But they also are.
You and, oh, Piglet.
Yes.
Oh.
They're kind of
Elise and Tree.
yeah.
And I did notice that I am very worried about this round. I feel like I do not want to be on the block. I want to see if I could gather seeds with, definite, I am writing for you. I am paying it back.
Mhm.
I'm going to pay it for it. I'm going to doubly give it to the next person, being you.
Right.
And I feel comfortable with you. I've told you this multiple times. I feel comfortable
I
with
feel
you.
comfortable. Are we going for Elise?
Yes.
Good.
That's what I want her.
She's the
She has been coasting. And she's literally flying under the radar. And
She
everyone's-
coasting. She's been in the greenhouse 3 times today.
Yes. She's at Greenhouse almost every round.
Yes.
And everyone's just like, Sakai looks good on the block. Leave me alone.
Right.
I feel like I want seeds. Like, I want to get seeds so I can do that. I don't have any seeds. That's the hard part about it. I need to have people entrust me with their seeds. I just never won seeds.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. I did not win any seeds.
Yeah.
I just have to,
Do you have any?
No. Like, I haven't won any. That's the thing. Because every time I had to go into a game, I was fighting for immunity. Because I was on the block. Like, it was, my better option was immunity every time.
Yeah.
And every time I bid for seeds, like, they were gone. And it's like a...
Let's go see.
Can we seal it?
I could care less that it ended up being that. I was actually talking to Oscar about how
I think it makes this round a little trickier, but
I actually think it makes this round. Are we not getting a Sakai?
then yeah.
Because I would be most down for that.
Okay.
And I'm not. Well, who are the noms? Okay, I mean the other option is like Thomas. Because do you have any intention of getting rid of Elise?
I don't really have, like, we're cordial, but like we don't really have a game relationship.
Yeah, ever since we all made that move, I feel like it's still.
I feel like she kind of just like was like, oh, so
Well,
like,
she's very close to Oscar. I think the two of them are really close. That's important because I think he's going to be a huge issue tomorrow. I don't know what he's doing, and I don't know what he's doing with Elise.
I feel like
Are there any people that are not tightly with us that you feel really good about? Because I still feel like me, Emily, Zach is ending, and I'm trying to sort out the difference between everybody else.
I feel like as of late, Piglet has talked a little bit more to me
too.
and grown on me.
Me
for
too.
Sure.
Me too. I would feel very good with making him feel more comfortable with us.
I really don't want it to be this time.
Yeah.
I really don't want it to be this time.
It's our first time in the house.
It is. I have to like fight for uproot.
Yeah, how many seats do you have?
I don't have any. That's the thing. But I have to hope that I can, please entrust me with your seeds. I will pay it forward. Doubly give it to the next person, being you.
Yeah. I only have 2 seeds,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just kind of like sitting there with them.
I don't know how many she has, but I feel like she's been.
But I feel like Elise has numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and so for me, and you know that I'm always gonna be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather sit next to you than Elise,
Mm-hmm.
because I can envision me going home against Elise.
I feel like, in my perspective, I feel like Elise has numbers to go home.
You do?
Yes.
I don't know, she's pretty close with the people that are left.
But
Both
there's also-
Josh's, Oscar, John pretty much too.
I feel like there's
I mean, I'm even getting tight with her.
Right.
So it's kind of like, it's one of those things.
There could be a majority of let's get her out kind of thing. Like,
Maybe.
because
I just
she
think
has
that
been-
it's hard to find the amount of time that's required to make that happen.
I feel
Which
like
is why I'm also like kind of itching right now. Like I want to get up and go like talk more. I'm trying not to scramble.
I need to probably go talk to other people. I know I need to do like a one-on-one with you at some point too.
Okay.
But I feel
I have
like
to piss. Actually, is what I need to do.
always that's number 5.
Like I'm a fucking threat. I'm really fucking good at this. And the only thing that is in their benefit is that there's no fucking time. If I had a full like week to do this shit, like in a proper out, bye. But time is not on my side. And unfortunately, I do not have my original allies necessarily with me. I technically do, but I feel as if they don't have the strongest conviction when it comes to really, really sticking loyal. I don't know a single person in this game who has been consistently loyal to one person. I don't. We have all double-crossed each other one time or another, or lied one time or another. Unfortunately, I'm the loudest one in the room, pants and voice. So, yeah, I did what I did. I'm happy to be on the jury, but I really hope I make it at least to be playing around in the morning, which I've said before. So stay tuned, I guess.
Can we all just say like where we're leaning between like Zakai and Thomas, just so we know? I can say it. I think I'm leaning more Zakai just because she was able to pull that together last round. But either way, it's like
I'm leaning towards Thomas because I think he's one of the players that's more likely to change it up on day 2.
I could see that.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I see that
do
as much.
I'm leaning Zakai because she just put me up, and
That's the other thing. Should I say
she has said that I'm public enemy number 1. So
I said that to your face.
no, she said a couple rounds ago that I would have been her first target if I weren't in the greenhouse. So that's pretty explicit because I've never declared anyone my.
I'm not even doing that now. I'm just saying, like, that's
That's
a
a
reason
target
why.
on your back,
That's a reason why I. So I mean, but I'm like gonna go with the game. So if I like am off the block, I'm gonna vote. So
Yeah. Let me pose this question. When do we think, if not right now, when will Thomas be up on the block next?
That's what I was just 9 or 8. I don't think anybody's really going up for that for
probably literally next, unless he ends in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Also, wait. When do we start replacing nominees?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, not today.
Not today.
Okay.
This is the last round for today.
Okay.
Because it's like they're still both threats for their own reasons.
Exactly.
But I feel like if we're all in a consensus that one will go next,
Yeah.
then
Do we think they both would be nominated at final 9?
I think, okay, who has more of a chance to be in Greenhouse?
Yeah.
That's the question, I guess.
Thomas has gotten it twice, and Zakai's gotten it once.
Yeah.
What'd she have?
She had Sunflower.
These comps are just like very equitable though, so it's very difficult to just go off of.
I would agree. It's like so unexpected.
Yeah.
We also did
It's more likely who do we think they'd nominate if they had the flowers? Zakai.
Probably me. Definitely me, and then somebody else.
Thomas, probably me. I'll just do whatever 3 out of 4 is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna go around and see what everyone's thinking.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, trusting and hopeful of like most everyone's like opinions like right now. So, and like I think we just like listed a lot of reasons that both of them are good players and like reasons that they could.
Circles.
I don't think that she has any seeds. I don't think he has enough for uppers either.
I think he
So,
has 2 bank votes, doesn't he? Or 1.
I see the vote for
But he has I think maybe 2 big votes.
because of her track record in this game. I also see a viable option to vote out Thomas because of what he's done today and how it can build into tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that scares me.
How about, and we can vote either way here. Regardless, I think I might try to talk to Thomas and get his banked votes so we can just get them out of here. Just to have them out of the game.
We're trying to figure out like which of the two, because there's pros and cons.
Someone's like
I know,
directly
I
going
agree.
for you in the house.
Yeah.
Well, you're not picked either.
I know.
Thomas
Yeah.
directly named his targets.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scary too.
Yeah.
He's working inside. Who? Well, like if he hasn't named targets.
That's because he's working everybody and every angle.
Thomas.
Yeah.
And if you don't say a name, then it can't get around.
Right.
Does anyone really trust him at that moment? Like, I'm trying to think of who he's close with.
I mean, he's been like trying to build rapport with me. I haven't had a bad experience with him. I see everything that everyone's been saying.
It's a game.
Yeah.
But he's playing the game.
Yeah.
You can see it.
But like he hasn't like I've had only positive experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so I think Elise is gonna uproot, which is good. I don't want her to go anywhere.
Yeah.
At this point, do you have a stronger preference between Thomas and Zakai?
I really don't. I haven't interacted with Sakaya as much as I have with Thomas.
He said that he feels like he's being like iced out of conversations, and he feels it. He feels like every time he tries to go talk to people, the conversation changes, and he says that he can sense it. So he feels like he's on the outs. I think Zakai also feels like he's on the outs. I'd probably rather Zakai go, but I'm also voting this round. Do you have people that we feel threatened by going into tomorrow? Because tomorrow, every time I watch the freaking Greenhouse, if you have the alliance of 4 or 5 people, they just win the game. Like one of them wins the game. I do feel really good with Elise. I do think she feels the best with the both of us.
I feel like that's a win.
Taylor told me that she doesn't talk to Elise at all. And I think Elise was considering nominating Emily.
No,
You don't think so?
I've never heard
Zach
that.
told me that, but I didn't believe it.
No.
Okay,
I've never
okay,
heard
okay.
that. I'm very close in
To
this
Elise.
game to
Okay,
Elise.
and so am I.
So we can beat the 4 of us. I haven't seen Emily in a while.
Yeah.
And the fact that the last thing I heard from Emily was, "Oh, let's vote for see the last round, and then they ended up flipping to Matt. I was like, wait, when did this happen?
Oh, so you weren't a part of that flip.
I was not part of that.
Oh, so
So-
then what was the whole stick to the plan?
That's just, I was like, because I was out of the blue, I was like, let me bring up something real quick, and I just.
That's great, because she
But also then I remember like, oh, we cannot talk because we're voting. So I messed it up.
Well, I
but-
just said this to Taylor. Emily didn't even tell me that she was doing that. Which she does. We don't really compare notes that often. But she came back to the couch and she's like, I voted for Matt. And I was like, really? And that was really all because I don't really, between the two of them, I don't think it mattered. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think it mattered. I hate to be the guy that's like, I don't know if it matters, but like, I don't think it mattered. But she has a few times, like, on the very last minute, just been like, let's do this. Which is also a part of the game, but those conversations are also like important to have too, and I don't know if we're having them like the right way. But we're also, things are like going decent for us. Like, I'm not really complaining.
Yeah, I'm not either. I feel good about Josh too.
So do I. I really like Josh. I actually think tomorrow he could be a very good weapon. I do think that like Zach is a really good player also, and like it's something we can like keep on the periphery. I just like don't know how tomorrow's gonna go. I feel like it could be just nuts.
Yeah.
Which if it is, it is. If like you go on the block tomorrow against Elise, or like I even go up against Emily, can we make a promise to each other that we will fight to keep the other safe if they are on the block and we're not against each other? Because I think when tomorrow happens, like there will be I feel like a lot of blood will be shed with the people that we're the closest to, and if we have that deal with each other, then I'll do that. I think Elise is coming outside. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, so no one has uprooted you, like you're still.
And they're not bidding.
You're still out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like figured like I should. Like I know like it's not great to lose seeds at this point, but also just like with how all the rounds have been going, like
Whoever gets it first is not.
yeah, and like the votes have been changing and every round.
Yeah,
and, like,
really?
I do trust everyone.
Yeah,
But
so do
sometimes
I.
it's like
It's very unnerving.
why should I like put myself in that position?
No, that's smart. That's smart. I think it almost makes anybody scared to be on the block, which is honestly great for TV, but not great for anyone's sanity.
For sure.
I was looking for you. Can I just finish
I will go.
before the time
Wait,
runs out?
can y'all just like say what's the pulse check on the vote?
Oh, Sakai.
Oh, Sakai.
I would like
okay.
to vote Sakai.
Okay, yeah. Can y'all get that around because the group I was talking to, 6 people, was like debating.
Who's
Yeah,
debating?
can
Who's
you-
debating the hardest?
Question mark Emily. And Piglet.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, wait. So, but don't like be
No,
distrustful. It's just that like it was like a conversation of like what's fair, like what is the game?
I'll be discreet. The things that you two tell me, I do not repeat.
Okay.
Quite literally ever.
Okay.
One time he told me that like about how Zakai said that I was her biggest target, and he told me not to tell anyone, and I've been telling people.
Okay. Honest time, Johnny is a good player, but I feel like he's building alliances with
Everyone.
with Thomas, with Taylor, and I feel like he also wants to have us in his good graces. So as of right now, until the night ends, that's fine. But he wants to be like you, me, Elise, and Emily tomorrow, like Final Four or whatever, or top 4. But I can already tell that he's also saying
That's other people.
to Thomas and Taylor because they've been together the last week, like the last couple rounds. So
Wait, I'm confused about like what happened with like. Well, I missed the whole thing where the vote moved from Zakai to.
that's exactly what I was saying because I was unaware of all of that until at the last second I asked Emily like, okay, so are we still good with C? And she was like, no, actually it turned out, and it's them. They are trying to.
It's Emily said it's Taylor.
It's them. It's Taylor, Emily, and Johnny, and Thomas.
Wait,
potentially.
Emily fully said it was like.
I'm telling you, like I can already feel like this is the way it's going. They
So
want.
like so is
I
so,
feel like-
so are we like about Emily now?
I think so about Emily and Johnny.
Okay.
But I mean, we're still gonna keep them. But I want you to like my full trust is with you, and I have 2 more that I know we can pull
Who?
and we can. the two Joshes.
Okay.
They are like the
Piglet, I've definitely been talking to you the whole time. Oh, also, like, you're my final two.
Yeah.
You've been my final two. But, and I'm not, like, that's not changing or anything like that. But I, like, agree that we need to be reevaluating some.
We need to be reevaluating because these guys are getting closer and closer. Like, even the way they switch at the last minute to keep C instead of Matt.
That's why I had to get myself off the,
And,
like,
yeah.
Because they could be like, oh, wait, what if we
Actually,
just
yeah,
got Elise out now?
It's fine to keep playing the game like we're playing right now, but just FYI, just keep in mind that this is the way I think things are going. Johnny and Emily are with Taylor and Thomas, like, I think they're building like a strong.
That's interesting because Emily was like really talking like she wanted to get Thomas out.
Yeah, I feel like Johnny's telling me, yeah, we're doing C, and Emily's telling you, yeah, we're doing Thomas for some reason. That's what I'm thinking. So
what? Who am I voting for? Zakai.
I'm voting for Sakai.
I'm voting for Zakai.
I'm saying that. Yeah, but I'm just telling you, like, we can make deals in anything, but let's just start to finding for the next rounds how to just
I haven't made any deals, by the way. Like final, like besides just now, like final two, but like.
No, I see you. I see myself with you, Josh, and Piglet.
Okay.
I do trust Johnny, and I do like Emily too. Like, they are good players. We can keep them all the way until the end because, as of right now, they have been loyal to us as well.
And we've been loyal to them.
And we've been loyal to them.
We've told them everything.
Exactly. So just FYI, just in case they try to flip it at some point, because I do see Thomas and Taylor just with them, like gravitating towards them.
I think what Matt said about people floating, I was like,
yeah.
Some of y'all ain't making moves. And me and Oscar have been making moves the whole game.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a pulse on the vote?
No.
It could go either way right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm hoping you can solve this too.
I was just talking to Oscar and Elise outside.
Yeah, what are they saying?
Well, Elise wants it to be Zakai.
Okay.
And she was asking me to see what people were saying. Okay, I'm gonna go see what people are saying.
She wasn't here not that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys feel differently, or? Because if you do, I'm not opposed.
I think the general consensus was one goes now, Macklin goes 9.
Of these two.
Mm-hmm.
Fine with that. Okay, yeah. I don't even know if one is stronger competition than the other.
Yeah. Just
Zakai did just win that.
the comps are so like.
Yeah, they're a little not like no one's good at like everything kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I would use.
Does anybody have like a super high preference for
either or?
For either or.
I think it's just good to weigh both options thoroughly.
I guess I prefer Zakai to go, but we had a fight
I think
2 hours ago, so
I
not like
think
a fight, but like when we were both in the greenhouse.
That's where I'm slightly leaning as well.
Yeah, that is probably how I'll vote, to be honest. But I also don't really. I think everyone should just vote the way that they want to, especially if everyone feels the same way about Time 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Signed, sealed, delivered. We cannot get nominated against one another. So tomorrow, when the rules change, if we have to be a little public with it and give the uproot to somebody, so
The only way to save yourself tomorrow is with uproot.
No, I mean there's like a lot of ways, but like it works like the power of veto.
I think
so. Like now there's replacement nominees starting tomorrow, and there's only 2 nominees starting the final.
I think if we're nominated against each other, we go for flag draft. That we try to keep it around.
See, it's because we don't have enough.
Yeah, I said.
I don't think we can rely on Oscar and Elise to help us flag draft. If 2 of us are, I think they're gonna want us broken up, and I think that they know who's supposed to be in like the inner circle of it, and they know that we're all a part of it, and I think they'd be happier with one of us going home before that.
I think Elise was wasting some of her seeds, but I think she still has time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many she has. Part of me really wanted to spend on finding out how many people have, but it's such a waste. It's a waste. It's a waste. Every single round, I think somebody's leaving, and it flips like 30 seconds before the eviction. And I've only been a part of it one time, but that's also because I've only voted twice. This will be my 3rd time voting, and it's the final time. I'm not greenhouse as many times as I wanted to be. I really wanted to break the record, and I didn't really be able to break the record with the way things are going. And I'm not as good at comps as I thought I was going to be, but that's okay. I do really trust this forward. Me, Zach, Taylor, Emily. Very nervous about Oscar and Elise playing it up like I'm their third, and I do not trust them for shit. Who?
Who do you think is in the strongest position in the game?
Myself. No. I actually do kind of think it's me. The only reason why, I have a really good thing with Josh. I have a really good thing with Thomas. I do not want Thomas to go. And I also don't want him to get 9th place. The one person whose relationship I'm a little concerned about is Finley. Because he seems to be getting close to all of my allies, but I don't think he's getting as close to me. And I'm just not putting as much time into that relationship, which is a fault on me.
It's this new spot.
I know. So, I didn't ask you before because you were in a big group. I wanted to know why you were thinking me for the first thing.
Yeah, so part of it was I thought you would pick exactly who I thought you would.
Okay.
Zakai, who I am voting for. I didn't tell her that, but I am.
Okay.
And the other reason was because you hadn't been on the block yet. And I didn't want to do the thing of nominating the same people over and over again. I wanted my nominee to be something different.
Okay. I respect it.
It was
Either way, I respect it. Whether you're lying to me or not. I don't think you are. I don't think you are. I'm just looking at you. I don't like this.
no.
I don't like what's going on.
Like for an entire day to happen where the same nominees are rotating on the block.
I mean, it's predictable. But it's also crazy.
But it's
also crazy that it's been. But why has it been so volatile and still the same fucking people the whole time? It should be easy, right?
I want to see people playing for their self-interests and openly doing it.
I'm also thinking about like who do I want to be sitting next to at the end.
He goes, the girl that can't speak.
Was that you?
We have lots of layers in this game.
I thought that was great.
Oh shit!
That was good. What do you mean? You were adorable. You were fine.
Okay, that's actually like
just because
seriously affirmations to myself.
Okay, just because it wasn't doing that.
Sitting next to
So I know that you have all seen me here before, but I want you to know jargon, and number three, that is a number that you should know. It comes after 2 and right before 4, and it's an important number for this game. You know, just because you were doing that kind of
there's
thing.
that, but then there's also sitting next to Blythe who goes,
Little dogs get scared when there's a big dog in the room.
and makes it look graceful.
That was ridiculous.
Who can bark that beautiful?
No one talked about that. No one talked about that enough. Anyways, this is all fluff.
No,
but it's good.
I like this.
I like
your
this.
energy.
I like your energy. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I was like super fucking
You don't
anxious
need
for
to be
a minute.
anxious right now. You're not.
I think it was really just like I can't get a read on Elise and Oscar fully, and that's what's making me like. I felt like I was in their hands for a minute, and it was making me like quiver.
They're like
Quiver.
I feel like they're like this. They're like we're all little birds, and they're picking up a bird, and they're.
You get
in
it.
my pocket. No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the pocket right now.
Yeah.
Pick my way out.
So I'm kind of feeling. I was talking to Elise right now. Like we've been very close to Johnny and Emily, and we've been playing together, and it's fine.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to like give you all. Okay, the majority is us, and we're voting for C. But then at the last minute, Emily and Johnny are changing things, and I'm starting to feel like okay. I feel like they are working together now, and they are trying to keep me and Elise trying like just scrambling.
Okay.
So, my plan is to have a very good for tomorrow with you, me, Elise, and Josh.
Okay.
Like, what do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I'm game for that. I vibe well with Josh. Elise and she said I didn't talk to her as much today, which is true. But we can work well together.
I told her since the last 2 rounds, like, I think I'm building a very good relationship with Josh. So, and I've been with Elise since the beginning. So, if I'm telling her, like, I hope that she's believing me.
And her comment today kind of took me off guard. I mean, she's not wrong. We haven't had many one-on-ones, but we have had great group conversations. And so I didn't think that a solo was totally necessary since she hadn't been on the block.
Yeah.
And so, of course, if you're on the block, then I'm going to come talk to you.
Yeah.
So just focusing on that.
But who are you? Are we still voting for C? Like, I know you just talked to her.
That's the point.
That's the plan. Okay.
People are saying
As of right now, I'm still in good terms with Emily and Johnny and Thomas because I feel like they don't know I'm like catching on them actually building their actual top 4 or whatever. If they told me that right now C is the one who's leaving.
Yes.
So if at some point again changes, I
I'll
don't
also
know.
let you know.
Yeah. And as of today and probably at the beginning of tomorrow, we can still play with Emily and Johnny and Thomas. Like, we can still work together, but there's been a couple instances lately between Emily, like, taking the lead on something when we didn't agree.
Okay.
Like, the whole group, so I'm like, let me just make sure I have my top 4 because Johnny is getting very close to Taylor and Thomas.
Okay.
So I feel like he's also building his team for the next morning for tomorrow. So I'm just trying to have like a very strong team coming.
I'm going to tell you this because Elise told me, maybe she told you, and I'm hoping she told you if we're going to be able to work together and mesh well. She's looking at Z tonight.
Yeah.
And she wants Thomas to be next.
Yeah.
Okay. She brought that up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we are all talking. But also, we'll see tomorrow what happens. But tonight has to be C.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is a different day. But I just want to start tomorrow with like a very strong 4.
Knowing what you're...
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, last call for the final auction of the night. No? Okay, Elise has purchased Uproot for 3 seeds. Elise, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, I'd like to uproot myself.
Okay, that's a shock to us all.
So yeah, that means our final nominees are Thomas and Zakai. One of you will be the last person banished from day 1 of the Greenhouse Season 6. Moment of silence. Okay, let's go to the banishment.
That's the same amount of time that was given to the team.
Alright everyone, it is time for the last banishment ceremony of the Greenhouse 6, day 1. Thomas and Zakai, you are our final nominees of the day. But before these players, make some decisions about you two, you each have one last chance to make a little speech to sway them. Thomas, your first.
Even though you guys aren't allowed to talk about this after I'm done with some of this game speech, I would just like to say that it's been like really fucking fun. It's been a blast, and it's really cool like getting to meet all of you and do all this. Regardless, stop it. This you're laughing.
Okay.
I am here to play with any of you. I think that I've made that pretty clear that like I have interest in like just being a part of whatever you have going on. I like to keep the flow going. I like to go with the flow, and I like moves. So if you want somebody that's divisive and can truly help you get something done, I think that I'm your guy. But also, I know that some of you have seen me grovel, so if you want me to sit there and bag, I'll do that too. I think it's been a pleasure, and I hope you guys keep me, and I really, really appreciate it. You're lovely, but oh my god. Keep me! Thank you.
Zakai, you're up.
Hello guys, we meet again. I can only really speak for myself in my game. I have played a completely honest game with every one of you. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I haven't lied. Like, I've been honest, and I think that for you guys' games, as long with my games, I can say that honesty is the best policy, and a friend is a friend, no matter where you find that friend, if that makes sense. But I could literally ride or die for any one of you. I think everybody knows where I stand. Like, I have no ill will against any of you. I love you all. You all are great people. You're beautiful people. I wish I could kiss you all, but cooties are a thing. But yeah, I beg, please, I can't, please keep me. I would love to stay and play. I have had the most fun in my life playing. playing, and if you don't, alright. Yeah. Quiet and pee.
That's my gig. The piss is mine, y'all. Okay, I would love for it to not be me, but some people aren't making eye contact with me, which makes me weak. Anyways, I hope that I stay. That'd be super cutie, but I understand that they just like are so threatened by me, and just, I can't stand to be here any longer with me. To hell with all of them.
I came into this game with my clumsy girlies, Kira and Sakai. I am struggling with this one because the person that is going is not necessarily who I want to go. I just like don't think that there's anything I can do. I can't. So everyone should have a vote to stay.
Last round, I voted for Z, and I don't think it was the right thing to do. But this round, I do believe it is the right thing to do. I believe that's what the group is going with. And in the best interest of the group, I'm going to vote for Z.
Cast your vote and speak about it as you do.
I'm voting for Zakai. We have been at odds ever since the Kira blindside, and she's probably been my top choice to go for like 3 rounds now. If it doesn't happen, I'll just be confused. But everybody and their mother said they're voting Zakai. So I also have a really good thing going with Thomas. He's the only person left on my original team. I'm a big like original team, original tribe, original whatever kind of guy. So he's my only one left. So I would like to not be alone. But if I am, so be it.
While I have less confidence in Thomas, I do not know where I stand with Thomas in his eyes. Hopefully I can win something tomorrow and put Thomas up. The rest of the house is voting Z, and I need to be in the majority, so I unfortunately will be voting Z. Love you, girl, but gotta save my own ass.
I'm casting my vote for the player C, even though I try to keep it as much as I could at the beginning, but I'm just going with the majority right now, and that's the T.
Deeply in my heart of hearts, I don't think it matters for me. I think Sakai is probably staying, and Sakai values honesty, and I would told Sakai I would keep her, and I feel like if I voted her out, that would shoot myself in the foot of ever getting her jury vote. She's also willing to take a shot at Elise, so she's given me something, her position, and I'm able to do something with that, so I'm sorry, Thomas.
I will be voting Zakai. A few rounds ago, Zakai said that if I went in the greenhouse that I would be her #1 pick for a nom, so makes sense. And she nommed me in the Poison Ivy situation just now, so it happens.
Alright, here we are. Thank you all for a long, hard-fought day of the greenhouse. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Let's end it. By a vote of 5-2. Zakai, you have been banished from the greenhouse. Thank you so much for playing. Alright, top 9, congratulations, you have made it to day 2 of the Greenhouse Season 6. Tomorrow will be an action-packed race to the end.
Race?
No.
Race?
No more running.
Okay, y'all made a mistake.
And yeah, I'm excited to see who wins. What? We'll see what happens.